How are we getting on, people? Luke here from LAGFX. We are back today with a new Sunday Sessions video. If you're new to this series, it's basically where we choose a few pairs that we feel hold good potential for the coming week, and we break down some of the analysis that we have performed. This obviously gives you guys a better understanding on what it is that we're looking at and how we're looking to tackle the markets. So it's a great way for new beginners and new starters to have a good insight on a working strategy, but it's also good for those veterans as well who just want additional confluence or an additional point of view from another veteran in the industry. If you do go on to enjoy this video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up. All the support you guys provide is very much appreciated. This is a series that I do on a weekly basis, and it's just to kind of give my VIP clients and my viewers an updated scope on what it is that I'm looking at in terms of the Forex markets. Now, as always, guys, if you have any questions or queries with regards to today's analysis, then please leave it in the comments below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And if there's something specific within today's video that you'd like me to go over in greater detail, then again, please leave that in the comments below. Now, without further ado, people, let's jump straight into today's Sunday Sessions video. So the first pair I'm going to go over is the euro to the US dollar. This is probably one of my favorite pairs to trade in the Forex markets, just down to the volatility that's introduced during the London session and the order flow of the market. It respects fair value gaps and order blocks very well, and it coincides with my strategy perfectly. Now, how am I looking to tackle this market this coming week? Well, you can see here that price has recently traded us up and into an area of supply after sweeping the market initially. We've come to clear this area completely, and we've had a lovely move to the downside. Now, what this has actually done is delivered us with a higher time frame break of structure to the downside. So we can get rid of this, and this would act as our higher time frame break of structure. Why? Because this low here created the highest high. So the fact that we've had a break in this structural low suggests that this bearish structure is here to stay, and we should see a continuation in bearishness. Now, when we have bearish structure, the laws that it follows are lower highs and lower lows. So I believe that price is going to set a lower low like it has done, and it's going to follow with a lower high. So the high has to come lower than the last one. So this here represents an order block, a hidden order block to be specific, as you can see here. And I'd love to see price come to trade up and into this hidden order block, and from there see price trade lower. This gives us an opportunity to get involved in this market in some bearish opportunities to ride price down. Now, my first target area or target price would be this here. This is the top end of an area of demand where we can expect some kind of bullishness to be introduced. As demand is introduced into the market and supply is removed, we may see a potential reversal in the S&D flip. So that's my thoughts for Euro US dollar. Quite simple, quite straightforward. There's nothing really much to it. I simply just want to see price trade us down after an initial correction where we're able to get involved in those short positions. Okay, moving over to the US dollar Japanese yen. This is another pair that I actually quite like to trade or have liked to trade as of recently. It's not a pair I'd usually trade, but with recent events and due to clients' demand, it's a pair that I have actually been looking at quite frequently. And I've got to say, the bullishness in this market provides us with some brilliant opportunities. Now, you can see here, I've marked out 3 areas of demand. These are areas at which I want to see price pull back down and into in order to give us the opportunity to get involved in the next bullish impulse. This is very much a bullish market, has been for a very long period of time, and I think it's going to stay that way. So what better way than to look for those bullish opportunities? I won't be looking to trade this market short unless we are delivered with some kind of confluence or confirmation to suggest that a reversal to the downside is in play. So go ahead and mark out these 3 areas as potential areas of interest. Just head to the daily. What we could do is we could look at these daily candles. This red candle here would represent an area of demand, an area at which there are sell orders that need to be closed. So sell orders pushing price down would be removed. These sell orders would be removed. Demand would be introduced as buyers like ourselves would be buying in at this point. So this is where we can expect a potential reversal from any bearish correction that may come in this market. Now, on the off chance that price decides to trade alongside a fair value gap, then we would be looking at this area here. And this could be an area of interest for us. So what we're looking at is the 145.41 area, to be specific. I trade mainly via order blocks or hidden order blocks, so I'll be sticking to that. But for those fair value gap traders, that could be an area of interest. And as you can see, it would take us round to a hidden order block on the 4-hour time frames. So definitely a bullish market, as you can see, quite evidently. We just want to see price pull back, give us an opportunity to get involved in longs, and then trade price higher. This is another area at which price may pull back down and into before taking us higher. It all depends on the volume that's being introduced and what the supply and demand balance is saying. But that's my analysis for the US dollar, Japanese yen. Quickly moving over to the NAS100. Again, this is another pair that I really enjoy trading. It's a pair that I've traded for quite some time now. We got involved in short positions in and around this area, as well as this area here. I've put up tons of analysis on this pair in the VIP chat as of recently, so there's plenty of opportunities, 2 opportunities to be precise, to get involved in short positions. This is now acting as a third. I want to see good rejection from here. I want to see a fractal break of structure take place now that price has penetrated this area, in order to look to get introduced into this market again. So what would a fractal break of structure look like? Well, to be completely honest with you, I want to see the low that created this high, so potentially this low here break in order for me to get involved in any short positions again in this market. But for the time being, I'm just going to hold off. I've got 2 orders already in play, so we'll just see how that plays out. But ultimately, I'm wanting to see this market go short this week. Very quick analysis on the NAS100. Those are my thoughts. Nothing too deep. It's just a case of waiting for price action, waiting for confirmation in order to get involved in this market. Okay, I'm going to finish off on the Australian dollar to the US dollar. My Great British Pound to the US dollar analysis, so the cable is going to be in the Learning Lounge group chat. So it's going to be free. Go to the link in the description, get yourself involved. That way you can see my exclusive analysis on the Great British Pound to the US dollar. But for the AUD USD, you can see here I have an area of interest marked out. Again, this is an order block. This is a last buy to sell region. So we're expecting any buy orders to be closed in and around this place, as well as any shorts, as well as any buys that push price up and into this area in the first place, for shorts to be introduced, and then that should encourage a continuation in bearish structure. Again, we've had relevant breaks to the downside to suggest bearishness longer term. This is the last protected low, as this low created the highest high. We've had a break in that, so price is telling us that bearishness is here to stay. We just want to get involved in the last buy to sell region, finding areas of supply to get introduced into this market. So it's very important that in order for us to get involved in this market, we wait for confirmation. So we're going to see fractal structure being put in this week, trading price up. Once price trades in, supply is introduced, demand is offloaded. We will then have a fractal break of structure. Once we have been delivered with a fractal break of structure like this, that is our confirmation to suggest that the corrective wave, being this here, has finished, and the new impulsive wave trading us lower is ready to take place. We will get involved in the pullback here, as that allows us to get involved in this market with a refined entry. And we'll be able to do this because what we'll do is we will look at this impulsive wave that broke the structure here for a fractal area of supply. Price will pull back up and into that. That's where we'll get involved in short positions. What I will do is I'll mark this area out for you now so you guys can go and apply it to your own charts. but ultimately it's the green candle here on the 4-hour time frames. We just want to see price trade in, supply to be introduced, demand to be offloaded, and then we have the means to get involved in this market in some bearish positions. That's going to be my analysis for this Sunday sessions video. Very quick, very brief, as always. Just wanted to cover a few pairs there for you all, give you some zones and areas to get involved from. A brief touch on my strategy, looking at order flow, supply and demand, structural laws in the market. These are things that I use as confluence and confirmation in order to execute my positions. When it comes to managing trades, I have a whole strategy around that. A strategy isn't just being able to find a winning trade, it's being able to manage the trade accordingly. Always keep that in mind. I have tons of videos on risk management, tons of videos on managing running trades. Go and check them out. They are very, very useful. And if you want to learn my strategy, I have tons of courses and free YouTube videos. So go and check out the channel and see the other videos that we have. Now, as always, guys, if you have enjoyed, please leave the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family. All the support you guys provide is very much appreciated. And as I said before, if you have any questions or queries with regards to my analysis today, please leave them in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But with all that being said, people, thank you very much for watching and I'll catch you all in the next Sunday Sessions video.